Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Now, you claim also that you are the owner of this property by virtue of your marriage with a certain Eliezer Abraham. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes. But would you agree with me also, Miss Witness, that there is no document, or particularly a certificate of marriage or a contract of marriage proving that you were indeed married to a certain Eliezer Abraham? Correct?
Wala pa na yung marriage contract, ma'am. Marriage certificate, nagbatuod, nagikasal, di kang Elsevier.
Attached to your judicial affidavit.
There is,
But there was
wala, di-attach sa imong. There is, I have a marriage certificate, but it is not attached to the.
So, in other words, you have no document or evidence to present before this honorable court to prove that indeed you were married to a certain Eliezer Abraham, correct? No, as of today's hearing, no?
Sa pagkataon ko, nung huwag man yun i-attach sa imong judicial affidavit, ang imong marriage contract.
Best evidence concerned with the JA. The JA.
Okay, Your Honor. We submit, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Really, the
Yes.
in this matter.
Yes. Okay, Your Honor. May I proceed, Your Honor? Now, by virtue of this deed of absolute sale, marked as Exhibit 1 in your judicial affidavit, the tax declaration of the subject property, you claim that the tax declaration of the subject property registered under the name of Martin Sanchez was allegedly cancelled and a new one was issued under your name and the name of your husband, correct? By virtue of the deed of absolute sale.
Maingalan ako ng portrait book ikaw.
I don't know.
About the
So you don't have know anything about the transaction regarding the deed of absolute sale?
Ako yung ban na portrait.
So you cannot
It was only
validate.
my husband who made
the process.
who processed everything.
Who has
sir.
knowledge about that?
So you cannot validate.
You let the interpreter.
Okay, Your Honor. Sorry, Your Honor. Sorry, Your Honor.
Interpret.
I submit, Your Honor. Submit,
Because
Your Honor.
if it's not interpreted properly, it's not going to appear in the
Okay,
transcript,
Your Honor.
and that will be not be good for your cause. Is it?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your
So
Honor.
please hold your horses.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Interpreter, do her job.
Okay,
She's good at it, so
okay, Your Honor.
let her do her job.
So, may I proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
In other words, since you have no personal knowledge regarding the existence of this deed of absolute sale, you cannot authenticate or validate whether or not this deed of absolute sale is indeed really did exist or is genuine, correct?
Tungod kay wala mo kuno kakahibawan ning deed of sale, ma'am, dili ka makasulti nga tinuod yun na siya, ma'am, ang deed of sale. Kaya imo ra man kuno bana ang nakahibaw, imo man ka.
Na okay yan yun na ako ang iyong
Kaya
ay nakatay na naman. Anong siya resulti yung gabi at siya kapalit ni Martin.
upon the death of before the death of my husband, he told me that he bought this property from Martin Sanchez, and when he died, I discovered that there, while
Located.
So discovered is
I discovered that there was indeed a deed of absolute sale.
I found this document. I found the
And I found that document, the deed of absolute sale.
In fact, Miss Witness, your signature could not be located in this deed of absolute sale, correct?
Wala din na imong perma, ma'am, sa deed of sale.
Businesswoman lang po kanina.
No, sir, because I was a businesswoman at the time.
Thank you, Miss Witness. Now, would you agree with me that by virtue of this deed of absolute sale, Exhibit 1, a tax declaration was issued, allegedly issued under the name of your husband, allegedly, and to you, correct? By virtue of this deed of absolute sale, ma'am.
Base ang deed of absolute sale, ma'am, na ay tax declaration nga nakabutang na nga ang si imong bana ug ikaw ang tagiya sa iyo.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, this is the tax declaration as Exhibit 2, correct? Would you agree with me, Ms. Witness, that at the back page of Exhibit 2, tax declaration, there is a name, Albino Hernandez, correct? the previous owner of this property?
I do not know about that, sir.
Could you just identify this witness for the purpose of this honorable court? There is a name, previous owner Albino Hernandez.
You cannot read that? Can you
For the law counsel, your stipulator, there is a name Albino Hernandez.
Unless evidence is a document.
I also know how to read.
Okay.
So if it's there, it's there. There's evidence.
So in other words, the Martin Sanchez, the seller of the property, was never the owner of the subject property in this case. And so it is stated in the tax declaration, the previous owner, Albino Hernando, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness already testified that she has no knowledge of that.
Exactly. And you were the one who got that from the defendant that she does not know anything about
Could you just, at this juncture, Your Honor, maybe like to mark this document, Your Honor, as exhibit F, the tax declaration, Your Honor, and the previous owner of the subject property in this case, Hernando Albino
That means to say you have not marked that during your evidence in chief. You have not presented
This
that
is
to-
the evidence for the defense, Your Honor.
Exactly. You could have adopted it during the pre-trial. So that means to say you have to find,
Yes, sir.
you have to present the total evidence so that you can have that admitted. You offer that
Exhibit
for as your exhibit
And the portion, the previous owner, as Albino Hernando, as exhibit F-1,
as per tax declaration.
per tax declaration.
Does your client have anything to do with that previous owner?
We filed a case against this previous owner, Your Honor. Actually, there's a decision attached to our judicial affidavit as exhibit D, Your Honor, that the subject property was ordered to be reconveyed to our client. There was a previous decision against Albino Hernando. Would you also agree with me that the deed of absolute sale marked as exhibit 1 was never attached or annotated to this tax declaration?
Your Honor, please, unless evidence is a document.
Again, Your Honor, we would like to mark this particular portion, Your Honor, as exhibit F-2, Your Honor, the deed of absolute sale, which was notarized by Attorney Balcazar in serious contradiction to the notary public of deed of absolute sale, which was notarized was allegedly Anisito Sailo. So we would like to mark this as exhibit F-2, Your Honor.
Submission,
Yes, Your Honor.
recovery of possession.
Would you agree with me, Ms. Witness, that other than this tax declaration, you have no title to present to this honorable court to prove that you are an owner or one of the owners of this property, correct?
Nakakatitulo,
Basta mas malungkit nito sa
these are the only ones that I saw in the file of my husband.
Now, are you aware of the case filed by Fated in this case against a certain Albino Hernando? We are not aware. Okay. Now, you likewise stated that to prove ownership, you attach tax receipts, exhibits 3, 4, 5, 6, correct? These are the tax receipts.
Ano siya mga tax receipts? Ano siya tax receipts, ma'am? Yes, sir.
So, would you agree with me that these tax receipts, exhibit 3, 4, 5, and 6, refers to only to the years 2007, 2012, and 2006, correct?
Yes.
2007,
2012,
2012,
2016.
so there's just 3 tax
Three.
receipts and there are 6. 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, in other words, this witness, having admitted, you don't have any real taxes for the year 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. Am I correct?
Basta kay kana mo dito na nakita na.
Rephrase, nakabalayo na tax declaration,
Tax
matatas.
receipts. Napakay.
Okay. Wala din po kay 2019 mapapakawa sa kulitan na.
No more, Your Honor, because in 2019, that was the year that my husband died.
That's why I have seen that.
May procedure. Now you stated also that after you allegedly, your husband allegedly bought a property from a certain Martin Sanchez. Your husband then built a apartment complex in the year 2003.
Yes, sir.
To prove the same, you have attached Exhibit 7 to 11 in your judicial affidavit pictures, correct? But would you agree with me that in your judicial affidavit, there was no tax declaration issued in connection with the apartment complex, correct?
Basta kanila dito ang akong nakita na file niya dito.
These
So
are
this-
the only files that I like that. Wala kay, okay, next
In
question.
fact, as a matter of fact, other than the pictures, you have no document to prove that the alleged apartment complex was owned by you, correct? Other than the pictures?
Kawasan ng mga pictures, ma'am. Wa kay laing dokumento ikapamatuod nga kamo gyud tag owner, kamoy tag iya.
Basta kanang ma-ready na akong nakita.
Yes, sir. These are the only documents that I discovered from the files of my husband.
Still, you did not even present any building permits or any documents for the matter to show proof that the alleged apartment complex was legally built or constructed, correct?
Objection, Your Honor, the witness already answered that she doesn't know anything.
She's
Regarding
saying that, she said 3 times that these are the
Only
documents.
Okay, now.
Yes. Why did you try to look for it for this?
This is just to clarify, Your Honor, that
Because you can file a case, criminal case. Is it?
Okay, Your Honor.
There's no building permit there,
okay, Ram? Okay, Ram.
and have it demolished on the basis of lack of building permit. That's
Yes, Your
also
Honor.
one way to possess the property.
We will find the necessary legal actions in connection there to you.
Next question.
You also claim that the alleged apartment complex was, you said in your original affidavit that you spent allegedly 5 million pesos for the construction of the apartment complex.
Yun lang isulti sa kumpanya.
That was what my husband told me, sir.
Did the husband die after this case was filed?
after the case was filed, Your Honor.
Did you file a motion to substitute?
Yes, Your Honor, we
There's a
did.
substitution?
There is a substitution, Your Honor, that the heirs are Mrs. Abraham and the children, Your Honor. We
And the
completed the
children
address.
they are minors also, or?
They are already of age, Your Honor.
Did they have an answer? Did they file an answer also, or they adopted? the
Adopted,
answer?
Your Honor. I also the counsel of the substituted
Yes, thank you,
defendants.
thank you so much. Next question. Yeah, I was just
Okay,
thinking,
Your Honor.
because you know, the cases like this will only be as against the defendants, isn't it? So, if it's only filed as against her, then it will only be her that
We,
will be
if I'm not mistaken,
covered
Your
by
Honor,
the decision.
we have filed a case of defendants and those persons acting in their behalf, in his behalf or in their behalf.
in your complaint,
Yes, Your Honor.
and there is no other person except them.
They are the principal possessor of this property, Your Honor. So any persons under them should likewise be vacated in case there's a favorable decision in our favor.
Proceed.
Now, do you have any actual receipt to prove that you spent 5 million? No.
Mga narugilan, ako rin yung ba na ang nagkuhan.
Okay. Yeah.
There's none.
So, in other words, Ms. Witness, you have no personal knowledge whatsoever regarding the transaction between your husband and a certain Martin Sanchez, as well as to the documentary exhibits mentioned by you in your judicial affidavit, from exhibits 1 to exhibits 11, correct?
Kasama ko rin yun yung ano.
Basta. How do you say
Present.
basta in English?
Sorry, Your Honor.
I
Mura jud
repeat.
yan. Mura jud.
Emphatically.
Yeah.
These are the documents, these are the only documents that I know.
Mura
of.
jud.
Maura man gyud. Di na lang
Now, in your judicial affidavit, Miss Witness, you stated that you received a demand letter from the plaintiffs through their counsel ordering you and your husband to vacate the subject property in this case, correct?
Tanggap ka kuno?
Kagawad ka, ma'am. Papahawaon mo.
Yung asawa ko lang talaga. Ako lang tupaan na ang
Patay naman na.
It was my husband. But the city that doesn't contain her signature.
Do you know the plaintiff? I'm confronting you, Miss Witness. You said in question number 25, do you know the plaintiff in this case? You said, no, sir. I do not know them until their counsel sent a demand letter demanding that we vacate the property.
ako na ni sa kahit sa compartment. Nabasa na.
How old,
Partner?
how old are you
Ako
again?
ang asawa.
Madam Witness?
Ako man na 69 years old.
Why don't you confront her with the demand letter, if the demand letter is there, and ask, did you receive this, something like that? Is it in the record? Can you check the record and confront her with the demand letter?
Yes, sir, it's attached to the record.
You attach it to the complaint?
We have attached it to the judicial affidavit. You claim that you received a demand letter from the plaintiff to their counsel, showing to you a demand letter dated June 24, 2017. Is this the same demand letter you received from the plaintiff to their counsel?
No, mas mabuso. Ano ba may nakadaan?
Sa demand letter, ikaw ba na may nakagawa? It was my husband who received the demand letter, sir.
Ano sa mga ibang
That, would you agree
Ano
with me, Miss Witness, that in question number 25,
Ano ba yung pagkakatan sa mga?
you categorically mentioned therein
Is
that
the JA hers alone or it's a joint?
it's a alone, Your Honor. You mentioned in question number 25, I know them, until their counsel sent a demand letter demanding that so it presupposes that you and your husband should vacate the property, correct?
That's a judicial admission already. Counsel, what do you want to witness to testify?
I'm just gonna have it identified, Your Honor.
But is that your evidence?
Your Honor.
Is that your evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just confronting, I have a question to this, Your Honor.
The
The
question
subsequent
is,
question to this.
Madam Witness, is that did you receive a demand letter like this?
No, no, Your Honor.
But in your judicial affidavit, you're saying that you received it. So are you saying, yung ban? But that's, okay, so it's your husband, you're saying that it's your husband who received this one?
So, as a matter of fact, Ms. Witness, there was a reply to the demand letter dated June 24, 2007. Do you know of this attorney Dutch, Manuel R. Nurora?
Kailan ka attorney Dutch, Manuel Moura? No, sir.
So, does your husband know of a certain attorney Dutch, Manuel R. Nurora?
Yung ba na nakailan ni attorney Moura? No, sir. No.
No. Now, your judicial affidavit, Ms. Witness, more particularly in question number 8, you said that when did you get to know? You were asked by your good counsel, when did you get to know them? You said that I know them when I read the complaint of this case, sir. Now, prior to reading the complaint, it is your contention that you did not know the plaintiffs at all.
So wala pa rin mo nabasa ang kiha, ma'am? Wala ka nakailaning kaninila ni Josephine Chan? No, sir.
So this is the complaint you are referring to? which was received by this honorable court April 1, 2018.
Your Honor, please may we ask what is the relevance of this line of
I have
question?
I have
curious about
Your Honor, there are inconsistency made by the witness in her judicial affidavit. I would like to
So you're
point out.
testing the credibility?
Yes, Your
That's
Honor.
it?
Now, this is the complaint that was filed that was allegedly received by you for 2019.
Wala siyang,
This is the complaint, right?
ano siya ma'am? Ang kiha ba ito ninyo?
Kami mga yun, basta wala idea.
I really don't have any idea about this case, sir.
Who prepared your judicial affidavit, Ms. Witness?
Kinsa man din naghimo sa imong judicial affidavit?
Kuha na lang na po.
Yun sa-
Kaya wala ko idea.
Kinsa
So, who prepared your judicial
Kinsa
affidavit?
naghimo? Kinsa naghimo sa
I
imong judicial?
referred everything to my
To my
lawyer
lawyer.
because
I don't have any idea
I
about
don't have
this.
any idea about this.
So, in other words, you have not read your judicial affidavit, correct?
Pwede niyo mo mabasa imong judicial affidavit, ma'am.
Ang daan na mabasa na gamay, pero really mga technology dito ba sa
I have read some only, not all.
So, how
I don't have any complete
Are
knowledge
you
about
going to
this.
use her testimony in your favor, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Of course, then do not question the judicial affidavit.
Okay, Your
of
Honor.
course.
Okay, Your Honor. You said in your judicial affidavit, correct, that in question number 8, just to point out, last question, this would be the last question, Your Honor.
Promise, ah.
Yes, last point, Your Honor, last
Yes,
point.
point the
Because when you say last question,
Last point for
I'm
my,
going to, I'm not allowing you other questions. to
now
say.
question number 8, in question number 8, you said, I know them when I read the complaint of this case. As far as the records is concerned, the complaint was filed in 2019, correct?
Ingon ka ma'am sa imong judicial affidavit nga
I
nabasa
want to
mo.
ask that because it was filed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Next question.
Now, in the same judicial affidavit, this witness, when asked, question number 25, do you know the plaintiff in this case? You said, no, sir. I do not know them until their counsel sent a demand letter demanding that we vacate the property. Would you agree with me that the demand letter was issued sent to you 2017?
I am the wife. So, siyempre,
You know,
we,
if that's favorable to you, then don't question it.
Okay, Your Honor. We would like to mark
That's a judicial
We
admission.
would like to mark the judicial affidavit as our exhibit H. And the question number 5,
You're asking these questions because you want to prove good faith, bad
Yes,
faith,
Your Honor.
isn't it? And knowledge is bad faith. So if it's stated there that it's 2017, then it will be
Yes, Your
favorable
Honor.
to you, isn't it?
yes, sir. We would like to just mark the judicial affidavit Your Honor,
Alright, go ahead.
as our exhibit H.
Because if you put so much doubt in the judicial
Okay, Your Honor.
affidavit, then I'm not going to consider it also.
Okay, Your Honor.
Because you're saying that that's not credible.
Exhibit H ang judicial affidavit.
Other questions?
That would be my last question.
Are you asking for damages?
Yes, Your Honor. Counter page, Your Honor.
So how much do you rent out that building for the business?
Sila kayo yung kaabang anong building
Because
ma'am.
it's an apartment complex.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much do
Apartment
you
complex.
rent?
5 from
2,500 per month. So how much food do you have from that?
alam naman na pagbuhat, hindi man na-install. Alam na rin. So, formal lang ito. Formal na kumain. Na yung mga
Can you state that?
It was not constructed at the same time, Your Honor. Face by face only because my husband was a contractor then.
Okay. You know you have to prove damages, right? Because if you don't prove it, I cannot award it unless it's nominal or extended. Are you done? Redirect, if any?
None, Your Honor.
Thank you. Your witness, your excuse, thank you. You you have other witnesses, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, we have, I think, I lined up 3, but I will present only 2.
Two more?
2 more.
Choose your date. We have other candidates, March your date. When are you intending to present the matter, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, how many days?
March 25.
2 hearings?
2 hearings, let's identify 4 so that I can already also
March 25.
March 25. Duhan ako atong iya.
Ang kakatong GC.
Okay ka, pwede March
Okay,
25.
March 25.
April 8 ka? April 8. Bilang